Hello, welcome to my gameplay video of Assassin's Creed Memory Blocks 1 and 2. I'm Mr. Nose, and before we get started I wanted to let you know that we did have a technical issue that caused the gameplay audio to be much lower than anticipated, and it is being worked on for the upcoming videos, but without any further ado, here is Assassin's Creed. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Mr. Nose, and today we're going to start our playthrough of the Assassin's Creed main series. We're going to lead off today with Assassin's Creed. We're going to go through Memory Blocks 1 and 2 and talk a little bit along the way. Get a little bit of historical information on the setting and maybe do a little bit of a dive into the lore, because the Assassin's Creed lore, it's a deep dive. So sit back, relax, and let's start with Memory Block 1 after the intro video. Alright, that was a very interesting opening video, kind of giving you the idea behind it. That was first shown E3 2007? 2006? Don't quite remember when this was first announced, to be honest. What I do know is that it released for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 in October of 2007, making this game 10, almost 11 years old now. I am playing it on my Xbox One via backwards compatibility. Faceless ladies are always in the way. I wonder if I can throw any of them over this wall here. Yes, I can. Sweet. They'll leave me alone then, maybe. Oh, that will freak you out a little bit if you don't know what's going on, the way that camera zooms in and out. Yeah. It made that guy run off, didn't it? Have to try to remember that. Just punch him in the face and they run off. Wait, what's going on? No, kidding. I know what's going on.
I told you you'd be fine. Now, I just saved your life.
Save my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me to that thing.
Animus. It's an animus.
I love the way that guy pronounces it.
Why are you doing this to me?
You have information you need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sake. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employees want. Locked away and yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Yes, you're finally indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, we'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're
Nice guy, ain't he?
is because this approach stays inside. You're insane. So what is this?
Live or die. So he's basically just giving us the ultimatum: put us into a coma that they're not going to take us out of, or get into this animus. I think we're going to get in. Move our head around a little bit. No, I'm laying on a table.
It's a projector that renders genetic memory in 3 dimensions.
Genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial.
No, can we please skip tutorial?
What is a memory?
It's the recollection of a past event.
Specific to the individual remembering the event.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only houses an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will. Migration, hibernation, reproduction. How do animals know when and where to go? What to do?
That's just animal instinct.
Now you're arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it, the fact remains. These creatures hold knowledge absent of requisite first-hand experience. I've spent the past 30 years trying to understand why.
Sounds a bit delusional, doesn't he?
Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations, but memories as well. The memories of our ancestors.
And the animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
But there's a problem. This is the specific memory we're trying to access.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Well, I guess that'll give me a chance to get this big spot off my glasses.
You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
Why?
It was subconscious. It's resistant. We found similar reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive traumatic events. They can't jump directly into the specific memory. They need to be eased in. Even then, there can be problems.
That's better.
We found a memory we can fit.
Her eyes are kind of creepy, but when you think about this being a game that's almost 11 years old, it's not too bad. This isn't the best that it could look. I don't run this game in particular was enhanced for Xbox One X, and I just don't have an Xbox One X. Maybe someday. Like the idea of 4K, and the prices are coming down.
The elements will restore you to your last synchronized position.
Just want to run in a circle.
Dangerously close to desynchronization. Please follow all forthcoming instructions in order to restore system stability. The elements utilizes a Kappa-Purian concept to control the actions of your ancestors.
So, the last time I played through this last year, I played with my 12-year-old daughter, and she didn't realize it before, but that control scheme is designed for Y being up top, your head, all the way up on your body. And then the X button is your attack button under your left hand, and it's the left button. But that's the attack button because that is the button. That's the hand in which our protagonist has his hidden weapon. The B button is the other side. I call it the gentle hand because it allows me to do this, and that's because that is his other hand. And then the A button is the legs, the running and the blending and that kind of stuff. Once she realized it, it clicked.
Low profile and high profile. Low profile actions are socially acceptable. High profile actions are
Yeah, but the problem with a low profile being socially acceptable is you move really slowly.
excellent. We will continue your synchronization process.
Is this the throwing one? This is the throwing one.
Grab and throw the individual onto the marker by using the empty hand button.
Empty hand button, not the grab hand. Oh, that's gonna mess up. Dang it. Throwing someone is very specific. You gotta be like almost in a perfect line, and if you move, it's just a bear. There we go.
Good. Using your right button in high profile will allow you to sprint. Sprinting is useful to escape from soldiers or to get closer to a fleeing target. However, be careful not to duck onto anyone, for you can lose your balance and tumble to the ground. While sprinting, reach the marker before this man does.
Come on, let me run, and I might. And I don't know if anybody's noticed yet, but nobody but Altair here, your character, has a face.
The elements will also provide other
I mean, that looks like the back of his head, but pretty sure that's his back, because it seems like everybody wears their swords on the left side. Yep. You can see his nose here. Oh, let's rotate this and take a look at it. Oh, no, it's not going to let me. Get the camera to show you. Take a look at his hand. Talk to you a little bit about your antagonist's hand.
Walk up to the soldier and assassinate him by using your arm hand button.
Where's the one responsible for this?
Take forever to get through this tutorial. You could see how someone would start playing the tutorial and then be like, come on, this takes too long. I don't want to play it. I just want to play. Nope, I don't want to do that. I just want to run into the guy. Because that gives me a good lead. In there, dude. There we go. So, I know it's tutorial, but you'll see this throughout the game. Guards don't think to look inside the roof gardens. Really? Where else would he have gone? Oh, can't get a good look here. I guess we'll have to wait for a loading screen. Oh yeah, we're showing about blending. So we can sit on benches with people, jump in hay, jump in a rooftop garden, or blend with scholars. Alright.
Let us continue with the demonstration of lead. Lead can be activated with the passive use of your legs. You can mimic its color and pass your soldiers without arousing suspicion. Use this to reach the marker behind the soldiers.
Sure, if you let me walk.
Good. Now that you are fully finished, a new ability is available to you. Referred to as ego vision, this sixth sense helps your ancestor understand the intentions of people around him.
So that's another little bit of lore that we'll get into. That will, well, I can't tell you exactly when because I don't remember when, but I am certain that it is touched on within another one of the games of the series. We'll get into the creed a little bit later too.
The creed consists of 3 tenets. First, never hurt an innocent person. Second, always be discreet. Third, do not harm.
Oh, maybe we can. So, as you can see here, he's missing his ring finger. There is a few reasons for this. One, his hidden blade, right there, demands, the way it's designed, it needs to go out through that knuckle, so it requires that that ring's gone. But another thing is, if you'll notice, the wedding ring, it's also a symbol of your devotion to your group of people. About to them above all else.
This one need not die. An excellency, fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune. Shit. Watch a while longer.
It wasn't available in the PlayStation version, but in the Xbox version, there were achievements. So you see things like that, which is a glitch inside that animus, and you hit any button, and then once you hit 85% of all those glitches, you get an achievement, and it makes the experience more cinematic.
I was scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us, sir. What is our wish? My brother would say nothing. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The master believes the Templars are found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the master considers it important. Else he would not ask you for the truth.
So, our character, whose name is Altair ibn Ahad, just mentioned that we are beneath the Temple Mount. It's within Old Jerusalem. Oh boy. One of the oldest parts of the city. And I will not claim to know everything about it. But it is considered one of the holiest places on earth by multiple religious beliefs. Here we go. Let's do a high profile. Just jump up and stab him in the neck.
There. That must be the Ark. The Ark of the Covenant?
The Ark of the Covenant.
There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Talk about the story after the and the Ark of the Covenant after this cutscene.
His life is mine.
No.
Talk about Robert later.
Because you did what Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion on
We
dying.
need cowards. That man is our greatest enemy. And here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you will break the 3rd. Do not compromise the brotherhood.
I am your superior. In both title and ability.
So cocky.
You should know better than
Oh, is he so cocky? Alright, let's go down the letter. So, we are essentially, if you know, or if you have figured it out yet, we are in Solomon's Temple. First temple in Jerusalem, built by King Solomon, and then destroyed in 587 BC during Nebuchadnezzar's siege of his city. See that blade wanting to go right through his finger? If he'd have punched him. So, we're talking here about the Ark of the Covenant now. It is said that the Ark contains at least 3 items of religious faith. The stone tablets that contain the 10 Commandments as given to Moses by God. Moses' brother's, Aaron's rod, which was essentially the staff in Exodus that turned into a snake. And it's also said to have contained a jar of manna, which is what God gave the Israelites in the desert before to feed off of before the conquest of Canaan. I'm sure there's details that I missed. I don't know everything, and I'm not an expert on biblical scriptures. So now we have returned to Masaeth and meet Raouf.
I trust your mission was success.
There we go.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good.
Try to cut some time off of this essentially still tutorial.
Safety and peace, Chopin. On you as well.
And now we can run. So, what we have just found out is that the mentor has sent those 3 assassins to bring back the Ark of the Covenant because of the items that it contains. And Robert de Sable, who is at this time the Grand Master of the, the Knights Templar, essentially said, no, you can't have it, threw me from the room, and, well, according to Altair, has killed his friends. If you can consider that interaction friendly, or one of friendship. So we came home to give the report, which I don't think is going to go well.
You returned at last. Abbas.
Boss.
Where are the others?
I don't like that guy either.
Right ahead, hoping to be the first one back. I know you are loath to share the glory. Riding to Switzerland before Mother's Day. Have you nothing better to do? I'm bringing word from the master. He waits for you in the library.
There is a history between these two that I will, yeah, as you can see, they don't like each other. The story can be, is delivered within Assassin's Creed Secret Crusade. It's a novel by Oliver Bowden. I believe it's pronounced Bowden. I will say that there will be times during the future where I mispronounce a lot of names. I'm not good with names. Master.
Come forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Temple treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
Oh, almost missed it.
My best man to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak. Not another word. This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No. You do nothing.
He's not happy.
Not enough.
Not happy at all.
Where are Malik and Qatar?
Dead.
No.
He's not.
Not dead. Malik.
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you! Robert threw me from the roof. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you did not heed my warning! All of this has been avoided!
Brother.
My brother would still be alive!
Your enemies nearly cost us victory today.
Really?
I was your favorite failed to find. Here.
Now I believe, based on the items that I said are meant to be in the Ark of the Covenant, that is meant to be the jar of mana.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny it. Go.
So we'll get more into what that is at the end of the game and how I think that, well, they'll probably never touch on it, but there's a possibility on what that could mean for the other, at least one other item that was supposed to be within the Ark of the Covenant. Oh, hello, Aouf.
It's good to come. We need us. What's happened? Templars. They attacked the village.
So he's not missing. Altair is the only one that I've noticed ever playing this game that is missing his ring finger. So either it's an oversight on the development, or Altair is the only one that carries a hidden blade, like ever. So as we do this, I wanted to talk about Altair's relationship with Abbas. So according to the novel by Oliver Bowden, Assassin's Creed Secret Crusade, when they were boys, Abbas and Altair were good friends, and their fathers essentially assassinated people together. They were a team. Then one day, Altair's dad didn't come back. He got lost to a mission, and Abbas's dad, Abbas, his father, felt like it was his fault. He ended up in a deep depression, and then one night went to Altair in his tent and performed a ritual suicide. Nice. Oh, there's a guy that I missed. Altair told Abbas, and he told the mentor. Actually, if I remember right, he told the mentor first, and the mentor told him not to tell Abbas. But he couldn't handle the grief and the guilt of it, so he told Abbas. Abbas thought he was a liar, so what he did, he got very angry, called him a liar, and told him that he was just trying to dishonor his family. And that essentially put the rift together that would eventually run into the disdain, I guess you could call it, that we saw when they first met. We'll see a little bit more of it in later games as well.
Fast forward memory to a more recent one.
Sure, Raouf. I'll be up there as soon as you let me move. So, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I remember reading a story about this, about what happened here. There was, I don't know. Of course, I don't know everything.
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the reward is greetings. Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God!
So there was a man who he was called the Old Man in the Mountain. That is who Al-Mualim, the mentor, is based on. For the life of me, I don't remember exactly how to pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try right now. We'll try again. I'll bring that up another day. But there's a story that I remember reading, and the truth of it, I couldn't tell you how true it is, but that he was in a much like that situation. His castle was under siege, and he told 3 of his men to jump off the tower to prove that they didn't care about death. And that's where I'm sure where that part of the story came from. So let's make this interesting. As you can see all these logs down here. Let's set them on the Crusaders. That would suck to try to put all those heavy logs up there with pulleys and men.
All of this would have been avoided. I did as I was asked. No, you didn't displease. Malachi told me the arrogance, your disregard for our ways. What are you doing? There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you should to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, save your blade from the breast of an enemy. I know. And save your time. As you need to use it. If you are so familiar with this element, then why kill your man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your innocence knows no bounds. May humble your heart, child. But I swear I can't come with my own hands. The second is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people
Notice the glassy eye.
become one with the crowd.
If I remember right, that's a sign of glaucoma.
Drawing attention before you struck. The third and final element. The worst of all your prayers. Never compromise the brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem makes us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Everyone who
That could be debated.
was lost because of you. I am sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor. I am not a traitor. Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave no choice. Peace be upon you, Adair.
The argument could be made that the fact that we put our banners all over this giant castle would bring harm to the Brotherhood. So I don't necessarily know if Altair, they just knew where he was going.
I'm still telling about. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to touch on it.
I really don't know.
Warren, please.
She not happy. I don't know if you noticed by the face, but that is actress Kristen Bell. She is the one who plays that character of Lucy Stillman. Alright, let's go in here. So since we're going to stay with this character for a number of games, I'm not going to get too much into him. I'll let him unfold on his own. But this is Desmond Miles, and Altair is his ancestor. On his dad's side, I think? I don't remember. I always have a hard time looking through, or not looking, but hearing what they're saying through the vent system. But there are transcripts online if you want to know exactly what they're saying. I wish he'd run. We could do that, but we're gonna wait a minute.
So you're really an assassin? Like Altair?
Yes, Samuel.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to be one, but I ran away from the farmer at 16.
Bomb?
Yeah,
That's
I
better.
called the place where I grew up. The farm. Like Messiah, I guess.
only not so creepy. Just a small community in the middle of nowhere. About 30 of us living, off the grid.
Wow.
Thought my parents were just crazy hippies trying to stick it to the man, My dad was always going on about our enemies, how they'd be looking for us, how we have to be prepared. No one ever came. Nothing ever happened. I could never leave the compound. Do you have any idea what it feels like being trapped in a place, knowing there was a whole world out there I'd never get to see?
Don't you miss his parents?
No. As far as I'm concerned, they weren't my parents. They were my wardens, and I was their prisoner.
It sounds like Alien wanted to protect him.
With all that's happened, I don't know. I guess they were right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up the past.
It's all right. Gives me something to think about.
Try and make this move.
See, he's got a very interesting backstory.
Got a question for you before I turn in.
Sure.
How did they find me? I mean, I haven't been anywhere near another assassin in 10 years.
You do your name?
Nope. Not before today.
Credit card?
Cash only.
Telephone?
No one will call.
Driver's license?
Motorcycle. Guilty pleasure.
There's your answer. Photo? Fingerprint.
This is a drug company. What does that circle have to do with the DMV?
Business. These guys are by hand. Maybe. I'm sorry. I really can't help you.
Somebody's scared. One more time.
Aren't you tired?
Alright, so that is the clue to say, I got nothing else to talk to you about. Go to bed. You just essentially do that after every time you get out of the Animus, and you'll get an achievement called Conversationalist. So let's go to sleep. That essentially ends Memory Block 1, but we're going to lead right into Memory Block 2, and do a little bit more of a conversation. I wake up to a creepy man looking over us.
Waking up to you standing over me. You've been watching me sleep. Where are you? No. We've got a lot of work. Ooh, what if I want to kill him? Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice. What do you mean almost? They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the fruit, but fail to keep the source, and, well, it's time, I guess. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention. Chemo for the masses, education for re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take. Let me guess, you've got a better solution. What is this? Now that would be Ellen.
So he's not a Bond villain, because a Bond villain would have told him his whole plan right there. Well, let's go this way. Let's get right in the table. And start Memory Block 2. See, Solomon's Temple, Jerusalem. So let's go into Memory Block 2.
When you have been exposed to the guards, break their line of sight and try to hide from them. Stay hidden until you are around us again.
Alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace. You saw what I wanted you to see. And then you slept with sleep the dead. Of a wound. That you might awake and be born. To what end? Do you remember what is the assassin's title? Hades, in all things. Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. We cannot have one without the other. So it is said.
Nice. Altair is so cocky.
That Overconfident. Were you not the one to say that nothing is true, everything is permitted? You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack. Then what is to become of you? I should kill you for the sake of the Thomas. Alex thinks it's only fair. Your life in exchange for his brothers. But this will be a waste of my time and your talents. You will see you have been stripped of your positions. Your rank as well.
That in itself is a pain in the butt.
You were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You will earn your way back into the brotherhood. I assume you something planned. First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin. So you haven't taken a life? No, not yet. For now, you have become a student once again. There is no need for this.
There is. He's far too cocky.
From today on, you question yourself. If this is what you wish, it is. Then tell me what it is that I must do. We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sade. When our hold, you must find him and bring him here for questioning. What can you tell me of the traitor? But that's just it. I've given you all I give you. The rest is up to you.
Alright, so let's go find the guy. Now what is weird is if you watch, you see that I've been demoted, and you see that I lose weapons. I lost an ability. So that essentially says you can't do things that you used to do. You've been demoted, so you forgot how to do stuff. No, I don't understand how that works. It's just weird to me, and it's kind of pointless. That shiny thing up there is a flag. And in this game, flags are the collectibles.
Yes, our new name has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is you want to trade. I know how it works. Be that as it may, I have no desire to make them be quick. Yes, assume.
Dance a little bit.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate. Good, you remember. So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the trade. Yes. Begin by going to the village market.
Still a tutorial.
First spot is the treasure. You know who it is? Then give me a name and let's be done. That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
So essentially, now we're learning the mission types. Anyway, so when we see it here, no, it's not here. It must be the next level down. Oh no, it's level up. All right, that answered that question. Well, anyway, so you see that shiny flag up on top of that building and on that terrace. That is the collectible, the main collectible within Assassin's Creed. There are 20 in Masyaf, the city that we're in now, 100 in the 3 other cities, and 100 within the central hub, for a total of 420 collectible flags. Each, not each, there's like 6 or 7 achievements to go along with all the collectibles.
Rasul opened the gate. He let the Templar in. Then you must tell Al-Mu'awwin. I can't. Masoom did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him. What makes you say this? He exchanges letters with someone inside. The bastard weaver carries them for him. That's no reason to stay silent. But the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate. Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masoom's accomplice. He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this. Probably inside one of his own baskets.
That's mean. But anyway, as we are talking of the flags, if I can move here, if anyone is interested in a video guided tutorial on all of the flags. I am willing to do so. It just will, of course, take some time. And I will break them down based on location within. Oh, I made a wrong turn. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want to touch it just in case somebody wants me to do the video. Leave a comment below and I'll do a video. If enough people comment, I will do a video guide on all of the collectibles within Assassin's Creed. The game, not the series.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
Sounds like he just wants to go cry. Alright, so let's make sure we lock him on. So the fun thing with the pickpocketing is if he stops, he'll look at me and I will no, I won't desync, but I'll have to start over. And if he keeps moving, then we're all set. So let's keep going. Up and around the corner. Maybe, yep, see another flag there. So the flags in this one are fairly straightforward and not that difficult to find. The problem is the other 400.
And more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Russia. See through his eyes.
The very first time I played this game, I took this guy and threw him over his banister and killed him. So, yeah, don't do that. When you're doing an interrogation like this, you don't want to kill them. You just want to punch him in the face a lot.
I yield. Speak quickly, man. I've no interest in these games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve? We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just. We? Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate. You betrayed us. We, who called each other and kept you safe from harm. I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die. Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Allah.
Well, that was unexpected.
Fast forward in memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges? I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed. I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart. It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent. Then you will die. You did well,
And here's your bloody sword that doesn't have any blood on it anymore. Magically gone.
It remains to be seen. Some will be out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wings. Their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, you'll know what sort of man Jamal is. I passed your test then. What now? No, my child. We've only just begun. I hope you're released. 9 names ago. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupt the land and ensure the crusade continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you will sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed. 9 lives saved for mine. A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions? Only where I will begin. Very well. Ride for the mass. Seek out the black market merchant named Amelia.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, I didn't miss it. Haha. Thought I missed it.
When you arrive, I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rakit of your arrival. years life before. If you believe it best, I do. Besides, you cannot continue your mission without his consent. What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time. It's the price you pay for the mistake.
The way I angle it, he looks like a scalded child.
But all the brotherhood as well.
Just let me in there and stab him. I just walked over a dead body and didn't even realize it.
Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Oops. Let me go. Uh-oh, flashy. See how it goes right through the knuckle like that? You can see how it's designed, that blade is designed to take his finger. Now, within the flags for Masayaf, there's two or three. Fairly certain it's two. And then that one back in the corner is number 3, if you see it shining back there. And that back courtyard does not open until memory block 3. So typically when going after the flags, don't start, and actually that's not true. I do start in memory block B, memory block 2. I start with I break them down by districts. So I don't do the Masayaf one until memory block B, excuse me, memory block 3, and I do the city that we're going to, and start with the district within this game, within this memory block. We are, I don't know if you noticed, some might not, that we are set in the Holy Land during the Crusades, Knights Templar and Solomon's Temple, and the hunt for the Ark of the Covenant. So this specifically is set during the Third Crusade. Right now it is July 1191 for Altair, not for Desmond. We'll get to Desmond later and his time frame. But if you think about it, the Crusades, there were 9 numbered Crusades. There were a handful of non-numbered Crusades during that time frame. But from the First Crusade to the Ninth Crusade, you're looking at a date range spanning from about 1095 to 1291. So within a span of almost 200 years, there were more than 10 wars within within the Holy Land, within the Middle East, all fighting over what multiple religions felt what their most holiest lands. You've already seen Solomon's Temple underneath Jerusalem. Jerusalem is one of the cities within this game. We're currently going to be riding for Damascus, and the third and final city is Acre. Let me climb this viewpoint and open up the map, and we'll talk a little bit more about the time frame with what's going on in 1191. At least what I remember going on in 1191. I do the high points because, as you can see, I only have 5 bars of synchronization. Doing high points, or viewpoints as they're called here, and saving citizens, you'll see here in a hot second that it gives you a little tick and a bar. Where is it? Is it after this? Come on, where is it? Right there. That little sync bar update. Once you hit 15 of those sync bar updates, you get another sync bar. So I'm going to do all of the high points and all of the saving citizens until, at very least, until I have a full synchronization bar. You also find that if you save every single citizen, you get an achievement, but within each city. Same. Oh, I made a wrong turn. Same as saving, doing all the high points. Now that fuzzy area is actually a very interesting style point for the game, because they used that corridor, that memory corridor, as a way to keep Altair going on his quest and not getting into areas that he's physically not ready for, based on forgetting your abilities and not having the weapons that you need. Oh, this could go bad, because he has forgotten counter, and if I get hit with a rock and fall, that'll be difficult. Oh, here we go. So anyway, we do all this to get, since I already have all those achievements, we do all this to get my health as high as it can go. And we don't do flags, because they are not part of the synchronization bar. So let's jump off this building here. I got one more thing to show you before we talk about before we continue talking about the Third Crusade. Down this hill, you see that white cloak guy there with a big red helmet? He's another Templar soldier. There are 60 of them within the 3 cities, not including Masyaf, and this kingdom. Killing all 60 of them is another collectible achievement. So if you are interested, write a note in the comments, and I will put together videos of their locations along with the flags. Alright, so Third Crusade. Now that was originally fought, I say originally because we're kind of replaying it. So it was fought between May 1189 and September 1192. We have one side, Christian forces led by King Richard of England. Most people know him as Richard the Lionheart, and he was interested in retaking control of Jerusalem. At this point in time, Jerusalem was under Muslim control, and that army, the Saracen army, was led by, I'm not even going to pronounce the last half of his name, but that was led by, I believe, Syrian and Egyptian Sultan Saladin at this time. Eventually, the war would end with the signing of the Treaty of Jaffa, which essentially it was considered a Crusader victory, because they were allowed to settle some of the coastal lands, and it allowed unarmed Christian pilgrims and traders within the city of Jerusalem. Unfortunately, while the trade would boom, neither side was really happy with the way the war ended, and that would lead to more war, specifically the Crusade of 1197, which I believe was led by the German king at the time. And then it would also lead into the Fourth Crusade, which started in 1202. And that's essentially all I know about the Third Crusade. I know there's like the Battle of Arsuf, the Battle of Jaffa. I think there was a battle of Acre. I don't know enough to to give you a ton of details on it. It's a Saracen army. I need a horse. There's my horse. Nope. Ouch. Ouch. Alright. Where's my horse? Because I can't counter, and that's gonna take forever. Did you kill my horse? I'd be really mad if you killed my horse. Or did the horse run? Nope, didn't. Bye-bye. Typically I don't fight when I'm out in the kingdom here. Because Altair's the only one that rides a horse. So he can run away in a hot second and just be gone. So, here we go. Jerusalem. I believe at this time it's under Saracen control. Would make sense considering I just rode through a Saracen camp. Down the hill we go. No, don't. No, they won't do that. I like hitting people with a horse. It sounds funny to me. You can see all those viewpoints, all those high points there on the walled city of this is not Jerusalem. This is Damascus. Alright, here we go. So the way we're going to do things is we are going to do all the high points at once, and then we are going to do, well, we're not, let me rephrase that. We're going to do all the high points and all the citizens first. Then we are going to visit the Rafiq that Al-Mualim has required us to visit. And then we will do the missions. And then after the missions, we go back to the Rafiq to get permission, and then we will go hunt our target. Alright, so let's get into Jerusalem. Unfortunately, it is a gated, walled community because war. So there are 3 ways to get in. The easiest, but most time-consuming is the Scholar blend that I'm doing now. Though, FYI, 20 Scholar blends get you an achievement. Or, you see the guards there, we could just fight our way through. But this early in the game, after losing counter and only having a weak sword and your assassin's hidden blade, probably not a good idea. And then, as you can see, there are ways to climb and get past the guards. But Altair climbs slowly, so that can be an issue sometimes as well. So, once we get past these 2 guards, we'll break out of the blend and go over to the right here to our first citizen saving. And right around the corner there is the first high point. So let's save this guy first. See if we can push them all over the that guy jumped high. That's great. But we're gonna throw them all in the water because nobody in this game can swim. One more. Come here. Goodbye. It's like he screamed on the way down that he was gonna catch me. Can't if you are in the bottom of the river.
I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
You're gonna tell your friends too? Come on. I don't need you to hang on that for so long. Alright, you also get a lot of the map because I will be using map points in the lower right hand mini-map to follow saving citizens and other high points. When you first get into the city, the very first time, you get the first high point, and then you have to climb one to see them all, and it'll unfog the map and give you your local, not local, your immediate missions and citizens. So as you can see, everything essentially defogged, and I will head that way. And as you can see, the citizen is highlighted in the minimap, and I'll just run there and take care of it. And as you can see, don't jump in the water, Altair. Well, that's a problem. Surprise! Surprise one off. Fastest way of killing anybody in this game is to throw them against the wall and hit them with your assassin's blade, your hidden blade. Really? Another one? Alright, now can I talk to the citizen, please? Thank you. Get a good stretch here. Stay limber through this whole, I don't want to say arduous project, but it just can be very tightening of the muscles to sit in one place for so long. Let's go up. We got a high point to do. This is one of the first games that I can remember, at least that I played, though my introduction to the series was not with this game. Actually, it was with the second game of the series, Assassin's Creed 2. But this is one of the first games that I can remember in which you could see a thing on a wall and you could climb it. You could do full parkour, not just see the wall and go, oh, that's got a pretty ornament on it. I wish I could grab a hold of it. Here you can. It's funny, though, to watch people play this, not necessarily even play this game, watch this game being played and go, nobody can do that. You can't really climb a wall like that. Some people can. I am not one of them. Not at all. I don't have the dexterity and strength in my upper body. But this is the first game in which I can remember having any kind of option like that. You're going in. I'm going to try to do all the river throw this time too. Nope. Oh, it helps if I get the sword out, right? 1, 2. Get up, dude. You're going over 2. That is hilarious to me. Let's zoom in. Watch those triggers. You'll bring up things you don't want to. Get that high point. I do that all the time. I'm used to some of the not older games, some of the later games in which you zoom into the map with the left and right triggers. Oh, yeah, I guess that does get kind of put this game through. The crier, for those of you who did not hear, just said, King Richard takes Jaffa. Alright, so yeah, there we go. So let's take a second and talk about what we know on our target for this memory block. His name is Tamir. He really doesn't have any historical significance that I'm aware of. I couldn't find any documentation or anything like that that stated that he was based off of a real live person. Well, not live. This is 800 years ago, but that he was. I couldn't find anything that said he was based on a real person. So all we really know about him is what the game gives us, and the game tells us that. Oh, below. I gotta wait. Let's jump into that top thing here. Oh, they saw me. Get off the roof. Goodbye. Is what the game tells you, and that he is a arms merchant. He just sells them. He's not the smith who makes them. He just puts in an order and sells them. So I need to run away, because if I start kill, the citizen isn't here. Alright, so let's run around the block. See if it reinitializes. They sat down, so that's a plus. Hey look! Flag. Yeah, there we go. I do. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been very bad. Because if I kill the citizen, they will die. Well, duh! Of course the citizen will die. But if I kill the citizen, I have to do that lap again. And I do want, I enjoy throwing them against those, because they die instantly. And you can kill multiple enemies, throwing them into, I'm not sure what that is, but I am well, that's not true. I am fairly certain that that is a not a meat smoker, but a dryer where they would hang slabs of meat and it would dry out, allowing for preservation. See if we get real close to it without setting these guys off. We'll take a look. See how it's got those strings of what look like, from what I can tell, is meat. No, just the one. Oh, come on! And as you can see, we're already down to 2, which is why I want as many marks of synchronization as we can get. Dang it. There we go. Let's get this other guy. Where is he? There he is. Oh, that'll work. He hit his head on the thing. On the chest. That worked out great. Yeah, it's gonna be you, because you're gonna die. Oh no, he saw me! Alright, throw him, and then run. No, come on. Be a good boy, Altair. You're running the wrong way, too. I think we're running away from our objective. Let's get up on a building. Alright, map. Citizen right there. Ladder. Ooh, almost landed on a flag. That would have been bad. No, I didn't. Oh my goodness, that just made it worse. Alright, time to get out of here, so that will resynchronize, readjust. I guess at this point, I might as well pick up this high point so it's not completely wasted trip. At least I think that I already have this high point, don't I? I do. I do. Man, that makes me feel horrible. And anyone who didn't notice, when I killed that person, I lost synchronization. But it comes back pretty quickly. It's frustrating. Alright, let's try this again. Yes, Altair, you can't climb trees. You can't swim either. Which is weird, because, well, I guess I won't say he lives in an area with a lot of water. But, he lives in... I don't want to accidentally pick up that flag. He lives in a very... well, there's a lot of water around. I don't see why he can't swim. And he's like 26. Alright, you're annoying. Kill you, I guess. Nope. Alright. At least... Nope. Let's get away from here, because I can't even begin to tell you how many times that I have been accidentally thrown into a flag. And I think I've collected the flags 3 or 4 times. Mostly for someone who wanted the achievement but didn't have the patience to find all, well, not necessarily find all of them, but to collect all of them, because there's just so many. How many people are in here? There we go. That one died from... No, he didn't die. Alright. He did... No! Die! There we go. Let me talk to this person now. Now that I have that, we'll go and get up on this high point. So, Tamir. Since we're still talking about Tamir. Since he isn't based on a real person, that I could find anyway. He was born, according to the history that is given to us, roughly 1147. Oh, I did. I need to get up on that thing. 1147, making him right now, let's see, 91 minus 47. I'm sure someone's already figured this out. 44? Yeah, 44. Which I'm not certain, but that might be pretty old for this age. Average lifespan wise. Come on, man. Altair climbs so slowly. I have that issue where I can't sit still too long. So you always will see, well, I won't say you always will, but you will see me shift and move, and you might see my feet or my legs, just because I have to move so much. There we go. I guess I gotta lock on more often. Nope. Alright. That lady needs to move or she's gonna die. I don't... Like, I get that this is from a game that's almost 11 years old, but sometimes I don't understand the crowd AI because they'll stand there and watch a sword fight until somebody dies and then scream and run away. So at that point, why aren't you screaming and running away when the swords are first drawn? It's one of those things where where it looks like they're just like, cool, they're doing a thing in the yard. Oh, that's cool. Oh, he killed that guy. Uh-oh. Well, he didn't like me right away, didn't he? Here, you need to go over there. You need to bounce off this wall. Nope, no, 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 no. Dang it. The other guy showed up before I even realized it. So now I essentially have to block until I at least get one bar. Or I will... There we go. Counter with a throw. Oh, he's dead. Oh, that'll work. Alright. Now this high point. And you'll find that the citizens will have a lot of dialogue that are shared. Thank you for coming with, oh, there's a flag. Another minute and they would have made off with me. All that kind of stuff. It's just said so often that it gets very repetitive pretty quickly. Alright. I think that's the... Nope. One more. And I don't know if you've noticed, but every high point, viewpoint, has an eagle on its perch. It's all in the assassin's motive, is eagles, and I wouldn't necessarily say nature, but the eagle. If I am not mistaken, Altair is literally the name of a star in the constellation that looks like an eagle, or it's the name of the constellation. I don't quite remember. Pretty sure it's the name of the star in the eagle constellation, the brightest star, not just any star. Man. I really wish I had a counter. Too old. I'm not trying to run. I want you to leave me alone. See this, I didn't know that was there. That would have made it a lot easier if I didn't know that was there. Yeah, that would have been a lot easier right there. Cages of chickens. Do I go all the way up? No, I can't go all the way up here. Dang it, I did it again. Went too far too. There we go. Right there. So we got 3 more high points left. Viewpoints. I'm sorry. I will probably do that for the duration of the game. Oh, we're gonna get people in. Yeah. Which is weird. I didn't do anything. I just kind of walked behind these guys, and the patrol guard even decides to bother me. Oh, that first one died. Didn't realize that. Or he hit his head on that wall pretty hard, like that guy did. But he needs to die. Wall. Didn't mean to hit that lady. Well, at least it didn't upset her. That would have been bad. Alright, so let's go off to this one. How many more citizens do we got left to save? 2. That's not bad. Hey, look, it's a flag. Right there. See if I can get, there's a guy up here, and if I can get him right there where this arc is, this broken spot. Come on, get up. Come on. Either he's gonna go over or he's gonna die from me throwing him. One of the two. There it goes. He fell a long way. Long way. Alright, where's the jumping point? Right there. Alright, 2 more. They would probably be both picked up by this one high point, or viewpoint, as most people will probably remind me multiple times within the comments. Nope, 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 we don't want to do that. You'll find that whenever you see hay on the side of a... That hurt. You see hay on the side of a wall like that, and pigeons, that is an instant leap of faith. That point, basically what you do off of these high points where you jump into a hay bale. There we go. That's a leap of faith. As you can see, we have 2. I see one guy right there. And you can't get out until you're green out of the hay bale. Didn't need him to change. Fall, man. That'll do. Yep, sure did. Thanks, lady. Where? Down here? I wish Altair could do like a jumping assassination kind of thing, because that would have been the best place for it. Oh, I got the wrong weapon out again. Well, who all caught the upskirt? Stop slight. Oh, that's because that guy's dead. Alright. That would have made more sense than just bashing away at the person I'm trying to save. I'm fairly certain that if it was me, I would not want to be saved by some guy who just beat me with a sword 4 times. Time to leave. You gotta find the last viewpoint so we get to a safer spot. Oh, I'm headed the right way too. Alright, cool. Let's jump over to that ladder. Oh, that's right, because he can't grab a hold of the side of the building. Another thing he forgot. Conveniently. This game, you'll find if you follow each day's sequences and getting into the next game and the next game, that this game isn't the hardest. It's not the easiest by far, but it is definitely not the hardest. It's just one of repetition and frustration. But it doesn't make it a bad game. I think we'll get more into that near the end of the game. So for now, let's go talk to the Rafik and learn a little bit more about Tamir. Where is it? There we go. Let's go this way. This flag. Oh wow, that should have been a straight fall. And here's the bureau marked by the assassin symbol. Probably not a good idea. You know, because we're supposed to be hiding and stuff.
You as well, friend. I'm sorry for your trouble. Think nothing of it. A few of your brothers have returned, in fact. Oof, you turned easy. Consider explaining what was stood. It's quite all right. Yes, you've never been one for the free, have you? Is that all? I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget myself. What is it brings to the mass? A man named Tamir. I'm wanting to assist you with the work he does. I meant to enter. Now tell me where to find him. Shouldn't be remember how to track an enemy. Of course. Learn where he will be and when. But that sort of work is best left for. I understand. Go and search the city. Determine what you stand and where he works. Preparation makes the victor. What can you tell me of him? The move makes his living as a black market merchant. So the secret is strictly of his finish. I would suggest you speak out the following places. It's small signal history. The Manhattan East and in the gardens north of the Syria. Focus on these places should become well known to you. I assume you want me to return to you when this is done. Yes. Come back to me. I'll give you Alman's marker and he'll give you Tamir's life. As you wish. Remember, Tamir, if you find yourself in trouble and the city turns against you, return to the river. I can shelter you from the storm. Be warned. If your enemy is too close, my brother will remain close until you lost them. You understand? Yes. To bring the enemy inside would compromise the brotherhood. Very well.
Putting your symbol on the roof should compromise the Brotherhood. If there are roof guards, they'll see it and be like, oh, these guys kill people. Let's attack them. Anyway, with that all said, one of the things that you can do during this game is, instead of doing it in the way that I am, you can go and do it all at once. You can go and see the Rafik only wants to do all the high points, do it all, the citizens, the missions, the high points, and then go see the Rafik. He will give his whole speech and then hand you the marker, and you can go kill your target. Hold on, dude. I can't have you walking into the guards. Now, the funny thing here is I am going to rough this guy up. I'm going to punch him out. And the guards aren't going to do anything about it. They don't care if you fist fight. They care when you brandish steel and kill each other. But eventually, you'll get into those missions where if a thug sees you, he sees a dust up, wants to go for it.
He is preoccupied by his living. He oversees the production of many, many weapons. Whatever. The man was the last meeting. This does not help me. It means it does not help you. No, stop, listen! Not Salahadin. This is someone else. Correct. These aren't there. They are different. Unfamiliar. See, Samir supports another. I know not who. Hello? Yes, yes. I told you everything I know. Then it's time for you to rest.
Alright. Now let's get up this ladder before any of those guards kind of figure out what's going on. Now, I used to, the first couple times I played this game, wait for that guy to... Oh, that didn't go well. Wait for that guy or any of those missions to get into a secure, secluded area, and then beat him up. Found out that's pretty pointless.
I can't imagine the dogs please. At least a dozen of them appeared. All well armed and spoiling for a fight. What did you do? I ran over, under, and through the crowd, knocked over a few souls for good measure. But they kept coming. And how did you escape? With a little help from my friends. What do you mean? There's a couple of my brothers who gather around the southeastern exit of the soup. They let me pass and then turned their attention towards the guards. Kept them distracted while I got away. Without their help, I wouldn't be here right now.
Okay, so his friends, if that's really what you want to think about them, got in the way of the guards, and the guards didn't cut them down. Yeah, that seems plausible. But we don't have to do the rest of the missions, but I like to do that every now and again, so that everyone can get a full aspect of what it took for Altair to complete his mission. Because while it only takes there's the thing. While it only takes 2 for us to gather it based on the Animus tech, Altair had to do all of it. It's another... Where's a bench?
I'm telling you, it's rats. Oh, it's children. I hear them laughing. Rats or children. Either way, it's bad for business. Oh, that noise! Someone needs to get up on those things and clear them out. I wonder how they're getting up there. Must be through the central courtyard. Then we should ask the guard to have a look. Ah, they're all much too busy polishing the backside of their master.
That is a interesting thought as well. Polishing, they're just basically saying, yeah, they're kiss ass. Alright, so... Nope, pickpockets this way. Nope, not up with that souk wall. We have to go up and over. There we go. Should be a diving point here. Yep, right there.
Yes, I am to deliver the letter to your merchantman. And you know who to see? The thin man at all. Do not think to betray my presence in the city. We have many hours, many years. And many hours, yes, good for silencing those who speak too much. I know this well. You have my word. Good. Then be quick about it. Time.
Alright. No. No, we gotta wait for him to move, or he'll catch us. Can't let that happen. There we go. There we go. Time to get away. Oh, don't push them down or those guys will start chasing me. Same thing with her. Alright, so we got another eavesdropping mission and another pickpocket. Then we can go after Tamir. Oh, this is gonna... No.
It's only a matter of time before someone else discovers it. Tell him, man, it's in his best interest to keep the troops secure. He won't move the quick. Too busy with this new deal. And the guards? Right already. They won't lift a thing unless the orders come from me. Then what will you do? I'll go to Abu Nukud. Merchant King? He won't see you. He doesn't have to. I've written him a letter that explains the problem. He can read it and decide for himself.
It's interesting. It's the first time I realized that he talked about Abu Nukud. That name will come up later. Alright, last one. Those guards are just like, what? Excuse me, excuse me.
Hold another meeting. What did this inside? Another war? Another execution? No, he has work for us to do. Which means we won't be paid. He's abandoned the way that the merchant guild. That is his pleases now. He treats us as if we were his servants, and the guard does nothing to stop him. Enough, we must go. If we're late, he'll be angry, and we'll suffer for it. Perhaps one day, someone will have the courage to stand up to me. Perhaps. But until that day arrives, we should do as told.
Alright, let's go get our marker. That's everybody. That will be the... Take the safe route, which is the rooftops, because right now there are no armed guards up here. Which is funny if you think about it. We think about armed guards these days as firearms, when here it would be bows and arrows. And a sword, because that guy's got a sword. Reminds me of a thing I used to enjoy as a kid. I used to love Disney movies. Well, I still do. But there is a... That's not going to go well. There is an old cartoon Disney movie, one of their old musicals, named Aladdin. Or at least here in the States it's named Aladdin. And Abu, the monkey, would pull a sword, and one of the guards would go, "He's got a sword!" And the main guard would go, "You fools! we've all got swords, and it was just one of the funniest things that I can remember seeing. Welcome.
I've done what you asked. Now give me the marker. First things first. Tell me what you know. Camille rules over the Souk El Salah. He makes his fortune selling arms and armor and is supported by many in his endeavor. Blacksmiths, traders, financiers. He's the largest debt dealer in the land. And have you devised a way to use such a plan? A meeting is being arranged at Souk El Salah to discuss an important sale. They say it's the largest deal Tamir has ever made. He'll be distracted with his work. That's when I'll strike. Your plan seems solid enough. I give you leave to go.
And we have to walk over and get this. Come on, man, pick it up.
Let them know when it will be done. You may rest here until you're ready.
Fast forward in memory to a more recent one.
Alright, here we go. Let's go get that last DNA sequence, which is marked by a big ol' X. Oh, come on. He should have been able to... Not even going to get into that. Let's just go to the Souk El Salah. The merchant's not happy with me. I am going to push her away. Nope, didn't have to. Here we go. Come on. Oh, I gotta get closer to that X, huh? There it goes. Come on, I want to get into a spot.
Neither what I see says otherwise. Now, tell me, what do you intend to do to solve this problem of ours? These weapons are needed now. I see no solution. The men work day and night, but your life requires so much, and the destination. It is a difficult route. Were it that you could produce weapons with the same skill as you produce explosives? I have done all I can. It is not enough. Then perhaps we ask too much.
Bad thing to say, man.
Everything. Without them, you would still be charging serpents for coin. All I ask in return was you fill the orders I bring you, and you say I ask too much?
And then he spits on. That is just so rude, man.
Please tell me I meant no insult. Then you should have kept your mouth shut. No, stop! Stop? Just kidding, stop.
What a guy. What a mean, mean man. Let's kill him.
No. Please, let this be a lesson to the rest of you. Think twice before you tell me something cannot be done. Now get back to work.
Try to be sneaky. Hit him with the hidden blade. Damn it. That lady. There we go. We'll just do that.
You and all of your kind. It seems you're the one who's now, my friend. Will not profit from suffering any longer. You think me some petty gesture, especially at the breast of war? A strange target, don't you think? Why hate when so many others do the same? You believe yourself different. Oh, but I am. But I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers. But he thinks I act alone. I am but a thief. A man with a heart is ready. You'll come to know the others soon enough. They will put an end to what you've done. Good. I look forward to ending their lives as well. It will not follow.
Time to get out of here. Bye. And I ran into the souk. There should be a way out of here that I missed. Just take that, I guess. There we go. Let's get up. Oh boy. On the roof, on the roof, on the roof. No, you didn't. Up, man. Up. Are you kidding me, man? Go up. That's the worst part of the climbing mechanics in this game, is when he gets stuck like that. They can't see me. They wouldn't have known I went in there.
You have my gratitude and my respect. Thank you. It is a shame that the other assassins continue to hold you in such poor regard. Rafiq, I do not care what the others think of you. As you wish, Shakir. You should be news of the victory to Almana. I'm certain that will work for you.
Fast forward heaven to a more recent one.
Yay! That essentially finishes Memory Block 2, but we're not quite done yet, because if we don't finish the modern day part, we will have to redo the modern day part, and I don't want to redo the modern day part. Nice guy. See left jet so we can talk to Miss Stillman.
So, feel like telling me we put the stick up his ass?
We have a deadline. 1 week. Well, it's very now.
Deadline?
I can't talk about it.
Man, put yourself in my shoes. I'm being held hostage by a group of scientists. At least I think it's something. And forced to spend all day in some crazy-ass machine. You won't tell me what you're looking for or why you want it, but I'm supposed to be thanking you for keeping me alive. This is so fucked. Sorry, but it is.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see, I don't know. Maybe give you some answers?
I can't. I need better answers. Safer.
Safer for who?
Both of us.
You know she's left-handed?
We can actually answer.
What's up?
Why is it that sometimes the guys in there talk like they're from the future?
The future?
I mean the present. Now, today, whatever.
You probably noticed that English is becoming the official language of the Holy Land.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The enemy has translated speech it used Byron into more modern English. So expect a few anachronisms. I could probably make it more authentic, but you ever read Chaucer?
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely not for you.
Yeah, that in itself is funny.
Tell me more about Abstergo.
Because Chaucer is very hard to read from a today language standpoint.
Abstergo is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Their primary focus is antidepressants. There's some information on the computer.
But you already said this isn't about testing a drug. So what's the deal?
I don't know where this is going.
So it's safe to assume the Animus is not part of their public face.
What, you haven't seen the commercials?
Oh my god. She has a sense of humor.
I'm sorry, Legend. I've got a lot of work to do. Like I said, if you want to know more about the company, take a look at the computer. The telecommunications stuff is particularly interesting.
Alright, so let's take a... see if she's got anything else.
Aren't you tired?
Nope. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the computer. And what do we got here? Well, we know it's September now. So we don't have a year on these, but we got some dates. I'm not going to read them, but I'm going to leave at least long enough for you to pause the video and take a quick look. We'll find out the year that this happens later in the series, but what you can think of is just to know, I'm just going to come out and tell you, it's September 2012 is when this game is set. And right now all Desmond really knows is that Abstergo is a pharmaceutical company who is testing the Animus that Warren Vidic has essentially, I don't know if created's the right word, but he has been working on it for a very long time.
Let's go, Mr. Nose. I'm right.
At least he's not standing over me creepily this time.
Where's Lucy? Oh, don't worry, she'll be with us soon enough. Why are you doing all this, Doc? What are you hoping to accomplish? You turned the heavens, is it all lately? What are you doing, Trevor? Never cared much for that stuff. That is what we do. The world's a mess. It's pathetic, really. You've seen the first one yourself. 1,000 years between you and your ancestors, and society remains just as barbaric, just as stupid. And your point is order, I suppose. The world needs order. That is what we're working towards, and that is what you're helping us to achieve. You expect me to believe that you'll be a better tomorrow? That's exactly what we're doing. The human race calls out for direction. They want to know why they're here, what they're meant to do. Well, we're going to tell them. And once they understand
Nice, ain't he?
how to live their lives, everything will be better. Better how? An end to all conflicts, large and small. Isn't that what you assassins strive for? Peace in all things. I told you, I'm not an assassin.
Right, right.
I still don't see where I fit into things. In time, you'll understand. Or you won't. I don't care either way.
What a nice guy.
Where what is?
Sorry, Lloyd. Ready to go?
Yes, we are.
Alright, so him climbing in essentially brings to a full end the Memory Block 2 and this gameplay video. I have been Mr. Nose, and I look forward to seeing you next time as we play through Assassin's Creed. Thank you. Have a great night.